Welcome. My name is Shah, Tutor of Advanced Performance Management. Well, in this video, we will look at the question one from the March-June 2021 exams of Advanced Performance Management. Right. So straight away, let's move to the first question. Here you go. You can see in front of your screens, we have question number one, the scenario one, as you can see. We have five exhibits. In one first exhibit, you will see company formation. In second exhibit, you will have performance meeting. Okay. In third exhibit, you will have external business environment. In fourth one, you will have production department details. And then we have the appendix one, two, and three. And this complete portion will consist of 50 marks. Straight away, let's move to the first requirements page, right? And as you can see, in firstly, it's saying write a report to the CEO, Chief Executive Officer, to respond to his instructions for work on the following areas. A, the performance reporting at flag focused on the question of manipulation in the board report, whether the report addresses the company objectives and report presentation. To right, and in B part, the consultant's report on the external business environment, and C part is the issue of performance measurement at the production department. Right, 4 marks will be for our professional marks. Okay. So far, so good. Now, firstly, obviously, we will focus on the question of manipulation in the board report. Okay. So, for this, let's look at the exhibit one. Flag Bicycles. Flag is a large national bicycle manufacturer in the well-developed country of the Pealand. It was a family-owned business until 3 years ago when it received funds from the venture capitalist VC to develop new models of bicycle. Okay. Uh, of the 8 models in its current range, 2 have been significantly redesigned and one totally new model has been launched in 2004. This new model, the Zoom, has been developed over 5 years ago, and it is Flag's most critical development to date, as it is lightweight and has an electrical battery which can assist less physically fit riders to cycle up hills. The the VC invested 30 million in 2000 X2, okay, uh, X2, 2000 X2, and insisted that Flag produces a mission statement as a clear indication of the company's objectives. The objectives of the Flag is to give the shareholders a sustainable growth in returns by developing and manufacturing the best quality bicycles and so bring the joy of cycling to a board customer base in the land. Okay. So totally introduction in the first exhibit we got. The VC as a non-executive in the now performance reporting exhibit. The VC as a non-executive director on the board of Flex. She has criticized the executive directors over the most recent performance report that was presented to the board meeting. Okay. In order to review the annual performance to 30th June X5 Appendix 1, firstly, she was very unhappy about what she felt were attempts to manipulate the picture of the flag performance presented in the report. Secondly, she repeated criticism that she had given in earlier board meetings that the report does not address the company's objectives. She then demanded the executive directors take action on these points immediately and asked the board meeting be reconvened once this is done. So the CEO wants you as a performance management expert in the company to give him advice on these matters. He's committed eventually to a redesign of the performance reporting at Flag, but needs to understand the non-executive director's concerns more clearly before this begins. He is unhappy that there are no arithmetic errors in the presentation of the performance report, but wants a critical review from your addressing the question of manipulation in the impression given by the report, assessing whether the current report addresses the company's objectives and briefly any other issues in its presentation. Okay, simply let us move to the appendix 1 now. Here it is, performance report revenue, as you can see, is declining by 6%. They're saying improvement year on year, minus 6%, obviously, as you can see. Cost of sales also decreased, but on cost of sales only decreased by 6 million, right? That is uh, 6 million. Uh, that is the how much? Let me check the second. 6 million divided by 0.04% by 0.04%. Gross profit decreased to 142 million from 152 million, that is negative 7%. Admin expenses only decreased by 2 million only. Distribution expenses decreased by 1 million only. Selling and marketing expenses decreased by 1 million only. In comparison, operating profits decreased by 6 million, right? That is 31% almost. Okay. Operating margin is 4.8%, significantly decreased. Exceptional cost zero, net financing cost zero, PBT is 13 and 7, that is 86% decrease. Revenue from new and redesigned bicycle models grew by 200% in 2005. This saying, where it can't be seen in the results. PBT has improved by 86%, this saying, but can't they see the revenue, the cost? Okay, operating margin has fallen by 1.8%. Okay, has fallen by 1.8%, whereas you can see it's 11%, right? So admin expenses, they're saying includes the income from a 2-year government grant of 5 million per annum in 2000X5 and X4 relating to Zoom. The revenue includes revenue from the Zoom new electrical bicycles, 25 million X5, 5 million in X4. Exceptional costs are the cost of developing the new electrical bicycle. Okay, so this is the part which is relevant over here. We have to look at it in detail. Now, what we will do, simply we will move to the my Word file and we will draft the answer on this part of the question. So what I'll say, report to CEO of flag from a accountant date September 2005. Subject is performance reporting and other management issues at flag. Now the introduction. The report evaluates the current performance report used by the board of PIAG, used by the report of PIAG. Actually, it's PIAG, not flag. Sorry, I was reading wrong. Right, PIAG. First, against the accusations that it misrepresents performance, and then that it fails to measure PIAG's performance against its performance. Oh, sorry, against its objectives. Second, justify the recommendations of performance indicators arising from an analysis of the external business environment are offered. Finally, the report examines an issue associated with budget setting and its effect on staff rewards in production department. Now, a part for now we will discuss first, that is the manipulation of report. Okay, then the non-executive director criticism of the current report seems to have good reason. The problem is omitting bad news by using classifications, some of which appear to select only a positive view of performance, and some which manipulate commonly used performance indicators. Okay, next heading, omitting the bad news. Okay, so what's the bad news? So the report gives only one industry average, only one industry average, which is operating margin, but does not provide a revenue growth. While cost and other profit information is difficult to get, but the revenue figures are clearly reported for most organizations, and so it is straightforward, or it should be, I would say it should be straightforward forward for PR to see if 6% is representative of market as a whole or not, right? Also, so further what we say, the report does not calculate mm, many of the year-on-year changes. This may be because important headings such as gross profit to a deteriorating performance. It could be argued that many of these calculations are unnecessary. For example, detailed cost headings, all right. However, no such case can be made for not showing the percentage fall in operating profit. The revenue performance fall may be worse than portrayed as the range without the electrical by cycle has seen the revenue fall from $284 million to $248 million. That is a 13%. This category covers 91% of the current revenue earned by fiat. Then next heading, misclassification of costs. Okay, misclassification of costs. Exceptional costs relate to the development of the new electrical bicycle, which appears to be part of the main activities and a central part of the strategy of the business. These costs should be considered normal. Their placement after the operating profit in line means that key performance indicators such as ROCE, return on capital employed, are not ROCE are not affected. So overstating performance are not affected. So overstating performance. Then next heading is related to commentary. Okay, the commentary appears to misleading. It gives a positive impression of revenue growth by only selecting the growth in revenue from new models rather than noting the underperformance of the rangers as a range as a whole. Okay, it quotes the improved profit before tax figure while ignoring the widely used operating profit figure, thereby bypassing the reason by passing the reason for the rise in profit before tax, which is the fall in exceptional cost, resulting resulting from the completion of development of uh, development of the new electrical bicycle model. The description that a fall in operating margin is small ignores a number of facts. The fall is not 1.8%, but 1.8% percentage points, which is 27% on 2000 x4. Also, no reference made to the industry competitor 11% against which PR 4.8% looks poor. Thus, commentary fails to address the falling revenue, gross profit, and operating profit, and so is not representing the performance of PR accurate. So far, so good. Let's move back to the scenario and we will look at the next question, the next requirement in the next video.